Did you know 90% of the world's data was discovered just in the last 2 years? And you have access to much of that knowledge right at your fingertips on your phone. What an incredible time to be alive, right? And yet with all this knowledge, are we any better for it? We see growing mental illness, political polarization, climate crisis, racial reckoning. We're burnt out and our divisions seem to grow, not shrink. Has all this knowledge made us any better at life? We have an abundance of knowledge and a scarcity of wisdom, but we need wisdom right now because wisdom is all about developing the discernment and the character to know how to turn knowledge into a life well lived, which is something we all want. We all want to live well, and data just isn't going to get us there. So during the season of Epiphany here at Salt House, we are seeking wisdom from the wisdom tradition in the Bible. We'll explore the 3 wisdom literature books. It's fun to think of them embodied as characters. So let us introduce you to Proverbs, the bright young teacher who teaches you how to be good at life. But then meet Ecclesiastes, the cynic grad student who isn't afraid to get into the darker truths of existence. And then there's our friend Job, the weathered old man who's seen it all, life at its best and its worst, and found God in the ashes. To these 3, we'll add the unique irrational wisdom of love from the book called The Song of Songs on the Sunday closest to Valentine's Day. And lastly, we'll hear from the foolish wisdom of Jesus that turns our worlds upside down. Each of these books of wisdom seem completely different from each other, yet holding them together, we see a full picture of biblical wisdom. Even in their differences, they all agree on 2 things. First, if you want wisdom, all you need is what the Bible calls the fear of the Lord, which is another way of saying you must start with the beginner's mind, that humble stance that says, God, you're the teacher and I'm the student. I know enough to know that I don't know. And second, if you want wisdom, you gotta ask. You gotta want it and must have a curious desire to become wise. The good news is that God promises to give wisdom freely and generously to absolutely anyone who wants it and is willing to learn. So do you want it? Do you desire wisdom? Then join us now as we are together seeking wisdom.